This is the hands-on car wash, the latest business added to Grand Theft Auto Online as part of the Money Fronts DLC, and in this video I'm going to show you how to purchase this business and how to best make money with it. So first off, how do you purchase it? Well, it's not going to show up on the website until you head down here to LSIA. There's going to be a gold M pop up on your map. Where are we? It's going to be here. Just trying to find where the road is down here. So the M's going to pop up on your map here somewhere. You're going to meet Martin Madrazo. You're going to go through a cutscene and be introduced to the money laundering side of this business, and you're then going to be able to purchase the hands-on car wash. And to do so, you need to come into your phone to Maze Bank Foreclosures, and you're going to see the car wash just here. Now you might notice these other two icons here on my map. They're not going to be available to you straight away. You're going to first need to purchase the hands-on car wash. It's going to cost you $1 million. And then the only upgrades are just cosmetic tints. It's only going to cost you $10,000. So $10,000, look, do whatever colour you want. Once you've purchased it, you'll be able to come into the laptop here, and you can't see it for me, but there'll be an option here where I press right to access the laptop on the D-pad. I'm pretty sure you press left on your D-pad the first time you come here, and you'll have access to expand the business, and that will bring you straight to here where you can buy the Higgins Heli tour, and I believe that was $800,000, maybe $750,000, cannot remember off the top of my head. But the same thing is the tint will be an extra. Actually, the tints. Why is that one 1,000? Probably because that's the one it comes with. You can change your tint, so this is the one it will come with here, and you can change your tint for $10,000 if you wish. You don't have to though, it doesn't do anything, it just changes the look of it. And you can also come and buy smoke on the water, and this one I think is either $750,000 or $800,000, I can't remember the exact total. One of these two is $800,000, one is $750,000 from memory. So just while I was editing this video, I did do a quick double check, and the Higgins Heli Tours was $900,000 and the smoke on the water was $850,000. And same deal with this one, you can come in, you can change the tint for $10,000 as well, so do what you will of that. Now, how do these three businesses make money? Well, there are actually four different ways. We've got a safe over in the corner there. I'll talk about that in a moment, because that is only in the car wash here. These other three businesses, the rest of the way to make money, all works exactly the same. Come into your laptop in any three of the businesses. Now for the car wash here, this is the car wash, and what this does is reduces heat. You can see down the bottom right hand corner I've got a heat bar. Every time I do one of these other two options here, money laundering or work for Mr. Fabia, and I'll explain what those two are in a moment, but anytime I do one of those, the heat bar is going to go up, I think it's 5%, might be 10%. Once that heat bar goes all the way, I won't be able to do any more of these jobs here, and no money is going to go into the safe. That's when I'll need to come and do a car wash mission, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. So the money laundering is the illegal side of this business, and there are 4 different missions you can get for the car wash. There are 4 different missions you will get for the Higgins Heli Tours, and 4 different missions you will get for smoke on the water. And Mr. Fabia, they are 6 contact missions. I'll do a separate video on those because there is a couple of extra tasks you need to do in those to collect bonuses, to collect the most amount of money you can with those, so I will do a separate video for that one. Now once you have completed a job, your money is going to appear over here. This is the money laundering. When you've done the money laundering for any of the 3 businesses, they'll appear here in your car wash. They normally pay $35,000. The week of recording this, it is double money, so it is $70,000. Now the safe we're going to talk about quickly. As soon as my character stops running around like he's got a mind of his own. So you can come over to the safe and you can press left on your D-pad, and this is going to tell you exactly how much money you're going to make passively. How much money you make through this passively is depending on what other businesses in the game you own. So if you have a small warehouse, that's going to put $750 every in-game day, which is 48 minutes of real life. The medium warehouse, if you own one of those, that's going to be $1,250 every 48 minutes. You can see I don't own either of those two. That's because I own 5 large warehouses. You can't downgrade. 5 is the maximum warehouses you can have. Once you've got the largest, you cannot downgrade. So having a large warehouse, at least one, will get you $1,500. Vehicle warehouse, $1,500. Counterfeit cash factory, $1,250, and so on. You can scroll down and you can see I've got all the businesses in the game except for a small and a large warehouse, and I'm going to be getting $30,250 every 48 minutes into this wall safe. Now, also when the money goes into your wall safe every 48 minutes, that heat bar will go up a little bit as well. And once it gets all the way, money will stop coming in here passively. So every so often you are going to need to come and do a car wash mission. Now, I forgot to mention while I was recording this is being added during the editing. If you complete 15 money laundering missions for your car wash, the amount of money that goes into the safe passively will increase to $1,500. Same with the Higgins Heli tours. If you complete 15 money laundering missions, that will increase to $1,500. And same again with the smoke on the water. Do 15 of the money laundering missions through the smoke on the water business, and the amount of money from that going into your wall safe will be $1,500. Not doing any of that, they all start off at $750. Okay, firstly I'm going to show you the money laundering, just because I don't have the heat all the way up. So let's go and do a money laundering mission. Okay, once you start a money laundering job, you are going to need to go somewhere on the map, and there's going to be 4 different missions you need to do.
When you reach those shady sons of bitches, torch everything. Don't leave a single bill unsinged.
Now, for this particular mission, you are going to have a location where you can pick up some Molotov cocktails. You can see that as the bottle on the map there. So we're going to ignore the waypoint here for the moment, because I actually don't have any Molotov cocktails on me. So we can come over here and collect them. They should be in a box just here. You of course can collect these from the gun van to keep them on you. So if you top up at the gun van regularly, then you'd have these. You wouldn't need to worry about coming here. Now we just let our rockets do the work here. If you've got the oppressor like I have, and some of the money has burnt because of the oppressor rockets. That's awesome. But for the rest of it, we just take it out with the Molotov cocktails. Next we'll have to go inside, and there's going to be a heap of guards in here, so top up armour and health if it's down at all. Take out the NPCs and then torch the money inside. Oops, don't burn yourself. Okay, once we've burned all the money, we will have to leave. That one's taken forever to burn. That didn't burn it at all. There we go. Okay, now we can leave. We're going to get a call from RAF telling us that some of the guys escaped with some money, so there's going to be a location ping on the map in a moment.
You know what that means? Go, set it alight.
There we are. So again, the oppressor's going to make light work of this. The missile's going to lock on, just blow him up, and then leave the area, and that will be the mission completed. There's going to be some money appear in the car wash for us, in your bedroom, and the heat's going to rise a little bit, so let's head back to the car wash. Okay, so right next to your bed here is where the money from any money laundering will appear, and it's whichever business you're doing the money laundering for. It doesn't matter whether it's the car wash, whether it's Higgins helicopter tours, or whether it's smoke on the water. The money's going to appear here. You just need to come and collect it. Now, I'm led to believe it actually can hold quite a lot here before you need to collect it, but I'm going to collect it anyway. Okay, so when you want to drop the heat here, and you will need to do these legitimate missions for each business individually, all money laundering will come to here. It doesn't matter. And the heat bar for each business will go up on their own as well. To lower the heat for the car wash, just need to come into your laptop here and select car wash. Now for the legitimate side of the business here, what we're going to do is we're going to come out somewhere on the map and we're going to need to pick up a customer's car. There's going to be a lockbox for us to collect the keys from. And we need to unlock the car, pressing right on your D-pad. Then we're going to hop in, we're going to drive this down to the car wash. And do be careful because we don't want to damage this vehicle at all. Now if you do happen to get any damage on the vehicle on the way down, what you can do if you want is bring it round to the garage at the back of the car wash, press right on your D-pad and the repairs will be fixed. But we're only talking a couple of dollars anyway, so it's probably not really worth it. In fact, we're only getting paid $1,000 for doing this car wash at all. What you want to do then is come around to the car wash. You're going to go through a cutscene that you cannot skip, unfortunately. And then once the car's been washed, we need to drive it back to the customer's house where we picked it up from. Again, being very careful, trying not to damage the car. Now once we deliver the vehicle back, we will be paid $1,000. I know, right? A lot of money. But that's not the reason we're doing the car wash mission or the legitimate side of the business of the heli tours or smoke on the water. No, we're not doing this one for the money. I've actually got a $766 tip, so I got $1,766. Yay, but again, I'm not doing that. Not now, Raf. We're not doing that for the money. What we're doing that for is if I call Raf on my phone, because actually you can launch these missions from your phone as well. You don't have to go to these businesses.
Hey, what can I do for you?
If we look there now at hands on car wash, the current heat level is now 0. No matter how full your heat bar is, doing one of the legitimate works will drop your heat bar all the way down. So I can actually come here, I can request to do a car wash, or I can request money laundering. And I can do the same for the Higgins heli tour or for smoke on the water. And in fact, I'm going to now show you the smoke on the water, the Higgins heli tour legitimate business. And you can call on your phone here,
Okay,
or
bye.
you can come down to the icon here on your map and you can start the missions from here. So rather than call Raf from my phone to start the Higgins heli tour, I thought I'd come here and show you, because right here, that's the door to the business there. Right here on the right hand side of the door, we can press right here and we can request any of our personal helicopters, any of our Pegasus helicopters, or even the Higgins heli tour helicopter. And you'll actually spawn inside it ready to go if you request it. So that is pretty cool. So inside the business here, we've got snacks on the table. Grab some if you're here. Laptop over here. This is pretty much all it is to the business here. There's no safe in here, nowhere to spawn. So all we're coming here for is to start the tours, or we can actually call Raf on the phone to do it. So again, same as with the hands-on car wash. You can see down the bottom right-hand corner we've got the heat bar. So this is roughly 3/5 of the way full. We can do the money laundering, we can do Mr. Fabia work, and as I said, I will do a separate video for that. I will link that down below once that video is done, so if you're watching this particular video in the future, those missions might already be up. And the money laundering, there's going to be 4 missions we can do here for the money laundering as well. They will be different from the hands-on car wash, they will revolve around this particular business. But let's go do our heli tour. This will drop the heat here in the Higgins heli tour. So once you come outside, you just need to enter into the Maverick, and there's going to be a pickup point somewhere on the map. We need to go pick up some tourists. Okay, there they are there, so land in the Corona. They're going to hop inside, and we're going to have 5 locations that we need to take these guys around. Don't walk into the propeller. Don't walk into the propeller. What are you doing?
This is gonna be great.
This is like doing a heist with a noob, isn't it? When you're doing the prison break. There we go. So there's just 5 locations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are random each time, so I've not got the same location twice once yet, so just take them to each location, and it's as simple as that. So once you're over the landmark, you can press circle, get a nice look at it there. They will take a photo, and then we head off to the next one. Over the second location again,
It's just like I
press circle, I'll take a photo, and then we can head off to the next one. And number 3, same again. I think you get the point by now, don't you? So we'll just skip ahead to the last one. And then once you get to the last spot, really, they wanted to visit the golf course. Wouldn't you rather go play golf than looking at it from a helicopter? I don't know. Anyway, once you've taken them to all 5 spots, you need to drop them back where you picked them up from. Come in for a nice easy landing.
Thank you.
Once they hop out, we can fly away, leave the area. That'll be the mission completed. We will receive a nice little bonus pay of $5,000, but again, that's not what we're doing this for. We are doing this to reduce the heat on the Higgins Heli tours. With a call RAF, we can see there that both the car wash and the heli tours are now 0% heat. So next I want to show you the smoke on the water. Again, you can call RAF from your phone to start up the money laundering, or to do the legitimate side of this business to pull the heat down. You can come into the business, which is, you need to come to the back door of the business to come inside. Coming to the front just brings you to the shop front, which we can't actually do anything with in game, I know. But yes, come to the back of the business here and come inside. And same as before, it's more or less exactly the same setup inside here as it is in the Heli Tours business. Come to the laptop, and we can see I've only got a small amount of heat for this business, but just for the purpose of this video, we're going to do the legitimate side here, which is the weed delivery. Now, on my live stream, I made a joke about, I didn't know, is cannabis legal in California or not? And what it is, it's prescription. You can see there, I didn't realise that at the time. But it does say smoke on the water, prescription, cannabis. So we are delivering prescriptions here.
Okay, I got the van loaded up and ready for you. Just hit up those
Okay, so come out to the left here. The van is going to spawn over here.
Easy.
Hop inside. We're going to have 5 different locations. Now you can, if you want to, if you care about the money, deliver all 5. And Raf's going to give us a text in a second. Why doesn't that come through? Because I haven't moved, maybe? There we go, there's the text. You can see there, he's giving us... We've got 3 different varieties here. We've got the blueberry cheesecake, purple sherbet, or red harvest. And you can see that the downtown Vinewood and Vinewood Hills locations wants the blueberry cheesecake. That Howick and Pacific Bluffs both want purple sherbet, and the West Vinewood wants the red harvest. So if you want to maximise the amount of money you're going to get from this, and you don't care about the time it takes, then go ahead and do that. However, there is a way to get this done so much quicker. If you just go to the nearest delivery you have, and I'll talk to you once we get up there. Okay, so we pull up here to our first delivery. We're going to hop out. And what location are we at here? At the Pacific Bluffs. So if you wanted to, as I said, max out your business, the Pacific Bluffs, they wanted the purple sherbet. So you walk up into the Corona, press right on your D-pad, and you can see that, whoops, it disappeared. Why did it disappear? It disappeared again. Can you get into the Corona so we can deliver this weed, mate? What are you doing? So you can see you've got the 3 options there: blueberry cheesecake, purple sherbet, or red harvest. This customer wanted the purple sherbet, so if we do that, we will get a small tip. So you can see their payment, $500 and a tip of $120. So that is times 5. Now, a big shout out to Abby High 69 on YouTube, who I saw discovered a really quick way to finish this mission. If you don't care so much about the small amount of money you make, and just want to get back to doing your money laundering and make even more money, then you can just blow up this truck, this van I should say, will take 3 rockets to blow up. You will see that the delivery, it says their delivery's done. We got paid $600, $620. It ends the mission. Now if I ring RAF, we come down to smoke on the water, we will see that the current heat level is 0. Gone. Done. Quickly. So if you just want to hurry up and get the heat level back to 0 as fast as possible, then just deliver the first one, blow the van up. You don't need to waste time driving around doing all 5 deliveries because it is a slow van. It does take a little bit of time. If you want that extra bit of money, then go ahead and deliver all 5 of them. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing the name correctly there. Abhi69, ABHI _69 on YouTube. It's a big shout out there who I saw discovered this particular method to speed run, I guess if you like, dropping down the heat on your smoke on the water.
Okay, bye.
So are these new businesses worth buying? Well, that completely depends on what other businesses you own, I guess. And I'm in my terabyte, you might be asking why. Well, let's come in here and access the master control terminal. Now come down here to the weed farm. Now if you do buy smoke on the water and you happen to own a weed farm, you are going to get a 35% boost to the earnings of this particular business. So we come in here and we can see that 425,280 is the amount for a full grass farm if you own the smoke on the water business. Before, I think this was only 302,000. I think barely not even worth running. Now this puts this one up above the Breaking Bad lab. If we come in to the Breaking Bad lab, which used to be the second best. Actually, it's not quite, is it? The weed is just below. Only $20,000 difference. If we come into the counterfeit cash factory, if you own the car wash, then your counterfeit cash is also going to get a 35% bonus. And you can see there, 496,000, almost 500,000 for a full cash factory. So that's so much better. That is almost as good as the Coke lockup now in terms of a full sale. So if you own and operate these 2 businesses and you run them, then it is 100% worth doing these, buying the smoke on the water and the car wash. Now for the heli tours, if you own a hangar, and mine's empty at the moment, I've got 1 crate in there, so I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to show you exactly. Yes, I have. So normally this would sell for 30,000. If you own the heli tours, you're going to get a 10% boost. So they're the one crate I've got in here is going to sell for $33,000. So there you go. So yes, owning the businesses are worth it if you own other businesses. So 10% boost to your air freight cargo, 35% boost to both the weed farm and the counterfeit cash factory for your MC businesses if you own those. And that is pretty much how you can best make money with this business. Is it worth it? Depends where you are in the game. If you don't have a lot of businesses, probably not worth it. Buy some other businesses first before you get this one. If you do own a lot of other businesses, 100% worth it, particularly the passive income, $30,000 coming in here every 48 minutes, and I don't have to do anything. I don't even have to worry about running this business. I can just every 5 or 6 in-game days, I can just come and do a car wash run. I can go do a heli tour, go do a weed delivery, and it's just going to keep that money ticking over in the safe. But I can also come in and do money laundering and make $30,000 or $35,000 very, very quickly in a matter of minutes. And there's no cooldown. I can repeat them straight after one another and keep doing them until the heat gets too high, then do a car wash, or if I'm doing the heli tours, do a heli tour mission, etc. You know what I mean? It's not a bad way to make some money. It's not groundbreaking. It's what I think they're doing here is testing, particularly this heat bar. I think they're testing ways to run these businesses for Grand Theft Auto 6 and whatever the online version of that is going to look like. We still have no news about that, so who knows. But I honestly believe that's what they're doing. They're testing out the way that they can run these businesses better than they have done here in GTA 5 Online, because some of them haven't been good, have they? Particularly those MC businesses with the raids, the cargo warehouses with the coast raids. And look, yeah, I'm going to leave it right there, I guess. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. If you did, please drop a like. If you want to see more GTA content, hit that subscribe button. Flashing up on the screen here are some of the car reviews I've done from this DLC. And stay tuned, because I will have the Mr. Favor work missions coming later. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.